What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a really exciting review, and it is the maybe canceled, who knows, a terrible distribution of the AEW Supreme Series 4 Walmart exclusive CM Punk. So let's get right on into it. Alright, you guys know the Supreme figures have a lot of accessories, so that's going to take a while for us to get through all of those. But first, a lot of people on Instagram and Facebook have been saying that this figure is canceled. It's clearly not, because it's hitting Walmarts all over the country. People are charging over $100 for it, like absolute lunatics. That part ticks me off, I'm not gonna lie, because come on, don't be like that. But it is available, and if you just look hard enough, you will find it, or at least have a buddy that will find it and hook you up. Like, it's gonna happen, don't stress about it. But the Supreme line in total, like, the regular Series 4 have not dropped at all. Ringside, anything like whatsoever. No signs of them dropping. And that is the CM Punk and Thunder Rosa figures. And the Supreme line everybody was loving, but apparently, like, rumors are that it's completely canned because it just takes up too much shelf space at retail, and then it doesn't sell. Or Walmart will over order and then they are relegated to the clearance section, like the Supreme Kenny Omega is for me right now. It's a slippery slope. I don't know exactly what's happening. It appears that nobody knows what is happening. So it just kind of sucks altogether, honestly. But let's go ahead and get to this figure now. So we're going to slide him back, take a look at the accessories like we always do first. Okay. First thing, he comes with this camo inspired. We always considered this the G.I. Joe gear because he wore a gear just like this for an event, and it had CM Punk and like the G.I. Joe logo on the back. It's really cool, nice camo attire. You can use this for your Mattel stuff or your Jazzwares. Or no, it's got to be Jazzwares. You know what I mean. He comes with a nice hoodie that was on him in the package. Luckily, it did not stain, which is kind of surprising. Has the Best in the World logo on the front there, and then of course on the back of the hoodie. He also comes with a cloth tank top, which I really like. Probably gonna put this on a Mattel one just so I don't run the risk of it staining. It seems this material stains this material ideally, like not ideally, but like it's just this combination. So this does not stain Mattel, so it's a nice looking shirt. I do like that we got that. Of course, CM Punk comes with a mic holding hand. He comes with the right and the left came on the figure in the packaging. He comes with an I love you hand. I don't know what else you would call this for the left and the right. He came with the right one in the packaging. He comes with go to sleep hands, which is a nice addition, or slapping or whatever. Maybe this is his punching the Bucks hands or getting into it with Jack Perry hands. And then, of course, he comes with two fisted hands, which should be standard, like, you know, for figures. He comes with a microphone. Him and every other AEW figure come with a microphone, if it will focus. For head sculpts, let's see. We have the one that came on his original Unmatched Series 4. It looks good, but there are better ones now. He comes with, oops, I dropped it, like a kind of snarling face. This is brand new. This we have not seen before. It's actually a really nice looking scan. I like it. Kind of has like that Eddie Kingston snarl going on. We have his hair down screaming head. And let me look around and see. This is the exact same head that came on his Blood and Guts figure with the heavily blooded figure. And yeah, I like the hair sculpt on here. It's nice that we have this without having to remove all the excess paint. I like this a lot. And then he comes with the one that's on the figure, hair down, smiling, I guess mid-match. I like this one a lot. This is the one that comes on in the packaging. I am happy with it. But let's get into this figure itself. Now, I am very critical about Jazzwares because one, it just takes forever for them to get their stuff out, and two, their inconsistency in skin tone, which we see again today, but this time it is a plus. If we take the Wardlow figure, you see the really pale skin tone that they gave him, which is kind of standard for AEW. But every once in a while, they pull a rabbit out of a hat and they give him the corrected skin tone, which is what we see on CM Punk here. I don't even have another Jazzwares figure that has the same skin tone on my desk at the moment, which is sad. But you guys know that we like the more tan skin tone. It gives them a little more life. The tattoos are a little more vibrant. Looks a little more natural. The articulation has been buffed here. Of course, it's a Supreme figure. What else would you expect? He has the butterfly joints up in the arms here. As you see, it's a continuation of the tattoo. Got the Pepsi logo that's kind of blurred out. You guys know the deal. And even the back, I like the way that they put the tattoos on the joint. It actually flows really well. And these are actually like a harder plastic, this inside joint right here. Whereas on the Mattel ones, if I remember correctly, it is a softer plastic. Huh, that's interesting. Both work very well for Mattel and Jazzwares, so if it's working, keep at it. But you do get that extreme range of motion when having butterfly joints. And then I call it, he can basically do like a Wakanda Forever with the butterfly joints, and it works really well. So I like that a lot. As far as the upper body, that is it for the articulation that has been added. We have the standard pop apart at the abdomen and at the waist, like we do with all AEW figures, except for maybe Sting, I think is the only one that doesn't pop like that. The gear is a nice black and gold and white. This is like an AEW inspired gear. It looks pretty good. I like the metallic on there. I believe that more Jazzwares figures should have metallic finishes. It really did a lot of favors for Jade's figure when it came out, specifically the Shop AEW exclusive. No added articulation in this area. Of course, you're missing the Star Wars tattoos right here, but they got around it with the G.I. Joe Cobra and the Pepsi, but they obviously had to change it up a little bit. These, they just completely omit. I will be putting smaller knee pads on this, I believe. I don't like the way these knee pads are. I never have. I prefer my figures to have the smaller knee pads. That way, like, you don't have to worry about articulation hindrance. Like, you can remove all possibility of it. Get down to the feet. You see the lower legs, feet, whatever. You know what it is. Interesting that there's only the 3 stars here instead of the normal 4, unless I'm missing something. Is this how it is on his attire? Anyway, the black and gold and white continue. The metallic looks really good on the boot. You guys see there with the light hits it. And he has the added toe articulation, which if you need that, good. If not, well, it's there anyway. But it looks good. And the same thing can be said for the extra attire. It does have the added articulation. The one thing I do like about Supremes, I'd say the only thing that they have over the Ultimates is that, well, one, Jazzwares has it where you can pop the torsos off, no problem whatsoever. But just coming with a different gear, so you can have like 2 versions of Punk right here, which is, I always thought that was pretty cool. Maybe it's just me, how Cody came with 2 different pants, Britt Baker came with promo jeans. It's cool. I like it. I've always been a big fan of it. But this CM Punk is really good. As far as comparisons, I don't really know who we should compare him to up here. Let's see. Well, you got the Wardlow back out here. I don't know their exact heights, but I feel like Wardlow should be a hair taller than Punk. But it is what it is. Here's somebody that we know is way taller than Punk, Omos. But we don't, that's not even a relevant comparison. Somebody that Punk has brushed up with in the past, let's take a look at Rey Mysterio, who lost the United States title this past weekend. Yeah, that scales pretty well. They make the Rey figures really small, but I think it works in their favor. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but it does look cool. And for our last comparison before we get out of here, we have Kevin Owens. And I like this comparison. I don't think they've ever crossed paths. Also, I completely forgot this. CM Punk came with the AEW title, but I'm going to take this and do the black across it, so it's like the real world championship. So really gets you kicked out of the company. But other than that, this Supreme figure is actually really top notch. I do like the Supreme figures from Jazzwares. We just don't get them often enough. I wish they were able to pump things out a little quicker. I think that's everybody's complaint. But that is going to be it for today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you're going to try and track down this CM Punk figure down in the comments below. And last but not least, take it easy.